Coming up on Cruisin'.
It was in a guy's backyard covered with a tarp.
Look what Jim found under curtain number 1. Car owners know exactly what they want.
First time we painted it, I painted it 4 times, so I was happy.
And it was worth it. Some classics have the most exotic parts.
World War II fighter plane carburetor on it.
Now there's something you don't hear every day. Here's a job I wouldn't want.
They got a mayor's choice, so I had to pick. Out of 211 cars, I had to pick one.
Good luck, Mr. Mayor. It's a tough choice. All set for this week's show?
Yeah, it's an oddball. I enjoy it.
Thank you, I think. Cruisin' starts now. Hello and welcome to Cruise In. I'm Will Burge, and this week we're in Greene, Ohio at the Memorial Day Car Show. There's a lot to look at, so let's get started. All right, Pat, so it's you got a 65 Ford Ranchero here, huh?
Yes, sir.
How long have you had it?
We've had it 10 years.
10 years? Was it, how'd you find it? How'd you come across it?
We found it in a field off of 236 in Akron.
Really? So you were just driving by and saw it sitting out there?
I drove past it every day for 3 years before I stopped to ask if it was for sale.
Was it one of those things where you're like, one day I'm gonna get that?
No, but that's the way it turned out.
Yeah.
So we were actually looking for an F100 at the time.
Oh, really?
So.
Yeah, how much work have you put into it?
Paint, body, engine, transmission, rear end, interior.
And you do all, you told me earlier you do all that work with your wife.
We do it all ourselves. My wife and I do it all ourselves, except we had someone stitch the interior this time. We installed it all, but we had somebody make it for us.
How many hours of work would you estimate you put into this thing?
Thousands.
Thousands, huh?
Thousands. I mean, just the first time we painted it, I painted it 4 times, so I was happy.
Really? So was it a different color the first time you painted, or was it the same?
When we got it, it was red. It was originally white.
Oh, okay.
My wife Debbie picked out all the colors. Picked the colors and the wheels and tire combination.
Oh, it looks great. It's a beautiful car. And you guys drive it too, huh?
We drive it. It's been on 3 hot rod power tours and 2 street rodder tours.
Oh, so how many miles do you think you've put on it total?
We probably put 45,000 miles on it.
Really? So it's have you won any awards with it or any shows?
It's won best of shows and top 10s, top 20s. It's won indoor shows. Won the Cleveland indoor show in the truck class.
So were you always a truck guy? I mean,
No, this is the first one we actually own.
Really?
We actually have been a Mustang person.
So what made the change? Why the switch?
Just something different, and we wanted, you don't see them, that many of them. That's the trick. You can go to Columbus where there's 6,000 cars. We have a 32 Highboy. There'll be 100 32 Highboys. There'll be 2 Ford Rancheros. So it's just different.
That's kind of an exclusive club you're in.
Yeah. So.
Is it exactly how you want it now, or is it something you toy with still?
No, it's a done car. There's nothing else that we want to do to it.
Was the cover originally with it? Did you have to order that separate?
The tonneau cover was actually on it when we drug it out of the field. It's still we've just used a product on it to make it shiny black, but it's still the original one.
Wow. It didn't run when you first got it at all?
It ran, but when we pulled it had a 6-cylinder in it, and we pulled it apart to rebuild it, and we actually we built the 6-cylinder the first time with 3 1-barrels and with the stock suspension. Then we moved up to this motor, which is the 347 stroker motor with a 5-speed. When you push on the throttle on this one, it goes.
Like when you were younger, did you ever want a truck? I mean,
no.
So this is a complete change from...
This is the first truck. Well, I've always owned trucks as far as work, but I never had one as a classic truck.
So if I told you 20 years ago, like 20 years from now, you're going to own a Ford Ranchero and take it around, and it's going to be your baby, you'd call me crazy?
I would have said no. That wouldn't have happened. It was just one of those things. We saw it, and when we finally decided, my wife and I, Debbie, wanted to build another vehicle, we chose this one.
Well, you and your wife did a beautiful job. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Nick. Well, your friends call you Amish Nick, so what's the horseless buggy you brought today?
It's my 55 Studebaker.
It's a beautiful car. It's different. You don't see a lot of those.
Yeah, it's an oddball. I enjoy it.
Yeah, is that the reason you picked that one out?
My wife picked it out actually, so.
So where'd you find it at?
Winks, the Studebaker Club in this area has an annual show. It used to be at Winks every year, and we'd always go. And one year we're walking around and it's like there was a half a dozen different things I liked the looks of, and I told my wife, well, pick one. So this is what she picked and this is what we drive.
How long have you had it?
Around 10 years.
10 years, and you drive it around?
Yeah.
Is that part of your personality, a little different?
Yeah, you can ask my friends. Yeah, I'd agree.
Hey, do you bring it out to a lot of shows?
We hit what we can. We do 800,000 miles a year on it.
Oh, wow. How many miles does it have on it now?
It's only got 43,000 on it. It's a real low miles car.
How much did it have when you got it?
Right around 34, I believe.
Oh, wow. Very nice. And how much work have you done to it overall?
It's been a good car. I mean, what you see is what I bought. I've only had to rebuild the brakes and little carburetor work, do the transmission.
The interior is still in beautiful condition too.
Yeah, it's mostly original or in fact, dealer installed seat covers.
I'll tell you what, it's an absolutely gorgeous car. What's your favorite thing about this car?
It starts every time I turn the key.
And it's reliable. It's amazing a car could be, that many years old and still be that reliable too.
Yeah, well, Studebaker did build good stuff in their day.
Is that the fact that it's kind of a different thing? Is that what you're attracted to at first?
Well, basically, I'm just a fan of cars. There's not too many, there's about nothing out of the 50s that I don't like, so, it's.
Well, it's like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous. And so how many shows do you do a year?
We never count them. I mean, we get a free Saturday, we're going to one. Yeah. So, a weeknight, 20, 25, anyhow.
Oh, wow. So you're not just here for the free hot dogs?
No, and I'll say that for Green. I mean, they really do treat everybody nice here. It's really quite a nice thing they do here.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's a beautiful day and a beautiful car, so I appreciate it. Thank you for showing us your ride there.
Well, thanks for looking.
Coming up.
I actually have this in a heated garage at home, so I'm with it all winter. It's my man cave.
Some guys have a wet bar and a big screen TV. Jim has a Chevy. Coming up on Cruise In. Now back to the Green, Ohio Memorial Day Car Show on Cruise In. Well, first of all, James Fuller, thank you very much for your service, especially here on Memorial Day.
Thank you.
Beautiful Impala there. Tell us a little bit about it. When did you get it?
I found this car in Canton in 1986. It was in a guy's backyard covered with a tarp. And originally I'd stopped to look at his 65 Mustang he had for sale in his driveway. And I questioned him about what was under the tarp, and he told me what it was, a 1960 Impala convertible, and he said it was for sale. And it's kind of my era since I graduated from high school in 1961, and I remember the car as well. So we negotiated a deal, and I took the car, and it needed restoration. It was all there. It needed some floors, it needed some rocker panels and the usual rusty spots. And I was able to find a gentleman actually in my neighborhood that is a body man, and he helped me restore it in his garage. And this was in about 1987.
How much work did it need right out of the gate?
It needed lower rockers and lower quarter panels. It needed an interior, but it had all the trim, the stainless and the chrome and the aluminum. But I actually found a parts car in Canton that I was able to get the front clip off of, which would be the hood and the fenders, which were nicer than what was on it.
Now, you don't see these very often. I mean, was it difficult
No,
to get
I
the
go to a
interior
lot of
back
car
and
shows, and you rarely see convertibles, and you really don't even see hardtops. And they were just such beautiful cars, and they sold. Actually, in the convertible, they sold 98,000 or some convertibles alone in 1960. So it was a very, very popular car. It was actually, the 59 Impalas were pretty radical with what they called the cat's eye taillights. And 60, they toned them down. They put the 3 taillights back on it. And but the 59 remains very popular, actually more popular than the 60s because of the radical look.
Was the top in good condition when you got it?
Yeah, actually he had, thank God he had replaced the top because they're pretty pricey. It has the original engine and a transmission, which is a power glide. And the only options were power steering and power brakes. The car's so big, and if you look at the tires, it just looks like they're awful small for that big of a car. That you're, in starting 59, the body hung out over the tires by a lot.
Now, did you have an affinity for Impalas before that, or was
Yeah,
it just...
like I said, I've always been a Chevy man. My first car was a 52 Chevy and then a 55 Chevy, and I got away from it for quite a while, and then finally I got the bug again, and actually, once I found this car, I decided to go ahead with it. So.
The paint, did you chose any particular color? Was it based
This
on
car was original ermine white, it's called. It's a GM color, and I wanted to keep it the original color. It had the red and white houndstooth interior. I wanted to remain everything stock, with a stock look to it.
I got to imagine when you're driving around town and you get a whole lot of heads turning.
Yeah, I've been in quite a few Hall of Fame parades with it. Did that for a number of years. I stopped doing it because it just got too crowded and the car would start to overheat, and so I decided that I kind of retired from the parade duties and just go to car shows, cruise-ins, just get it out and let people see it and talk to people.
How often do you get out with it?
I actually try to get out quite a bit, almost every weekend in the summer. There's cruise-ins all over the place, as you know, and that's just what, if it's in your blood, it's in your blood, you know. If you like the old cars, you just always want to be with them. And I actually have this in a heated garage at home, so I'm with it all winter. It's my man cave.
Oh, it's like stepping back in time.
I can sit there all winter and look at the car.
Yeah. Oh, it's like part of the family.
It is. It is.
Oh, very cool. It's
all my grandkids have been in parades in the back seat waving at people, so they enjoy that. But now they're a little older, they don't care anymore. So.
Well, it's a gorgeous ride. Thank you very much for showing it to us today.
Talking to me about it.
Next up.
The name says it all. It's a bad habit.
It's a pretty big bad habit. Next on Cruise In. Now back to the Green, Ohio Memorial Day Car Show on Cruise In. All right, John, so this is a little different. We usually see the classic cars, but now you got your classic tractor out here.
Yeah, I've been bringing a tractor, oh, I can't tell you how many years, but it's been a lot of years.
How many years have you had this one?
Since 1982.
1982, huh? And this is what year is this tractor?
1959, Minneapolis Moline.
Wow, how much work have you had to do to it?
We don't want to go there. It's a lot of work. Everything, all the sheet metal is custom made aluminum. The engine's all custom made. It's got like a World War II fighter plane carburetor on it.
Wow.
We have to run gasoline or alcohol. And I do all, other than the machine work, I do all the engine work myself. In fact, I do all the work.
How long have you been working on tractors?
I started tractor pulling in 1958, and I've done it every year since then. This coming year will be 57 years for me.
How did you get into it? How did you get into tractor pulling?
Well, in 1958, I lived on a farm almost all my life, and somebody around Greensburg here just got it going, and it just kind of took off from there, and I got addicted to it. Some years I haven't completed the full year due to breakage and so forth, but I've started out 57 years already this year.
I love the name, The Bad Habit.
I think my wife gave me that. No, she didn't. We just come up with it. I can't tell you how anymore.
So tell us a little bit more about, have you worked on cars before as well, or is it just strictly tractors for you?
Yes.
What's the big difference for you? I mean, do you like working on the tractors more?
Well, this is a lot simpler, especially the newer cars. I've had these engines apart so many times I can kind of do it with my eyes closed in my dreams.
So when you go to these car shows now, people, I mean, they probably recognize you if you're bringing the tractors every time, right?
Well, this is the only car show that I go to because I lived all my life here in Greene, and I just live down the road about a half a mile.
It goes 0 to 60 in about a half hour, is that what it is?
No, we only go 300 feet, as fast as you can go.
How fast does it go?
I think only like 25 miles an hour at the most.
So how many tractor pulls do you do a year, do you think?
I don't know, usually about 10 to 14, and that's enough.
Yeah. You win a lot of them?
No.
No. It's just for the fun of it though, huh?
No, the people that I pull with now, most of them are out of Western Ohio and Indiana and so forth, Kentucky.
Well, it's very cool. It's a little different from everything else you see, and I like that. It's good. It's very cool. Thanks for bringing this out, John.
The name says it all. It's a bad habit to get. Not really. It's very enjoyable, and I've enjoyed it over the years.
Well, Mr. Maris, this is a great event out here. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a wonderful day, and it's one of our major events in our city. You know, it kicks off the summer season. You know, you get a car show, you get a parade, but the most important is you get a Memorial Day ceremony. And this city really values paying tribute to its veterans and to those who served our country.
The ceremony was beautiful, and then you got all these beautiful cars out here as well too.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they've got a mayor's choice, so I had to pick. Out of 211 cars, I had to pick one.
Are you allowed to spoil it for us? Tell us which one you pick, or they did not announce it yet?
They've got to announce it. I don't think I can spoil it.
Well, and that's each one of these cars has its own personality. With that, you know, it's the story with the person, and it matches the car, and it almost becomes its own entity.
Well, some of these guys, it's the car. It's their high school car. They've never let it go.
How many years has this been going on?
Oh, I've been the mayor 8 years, and it was going on in a more modest way for probably 10 or 15 years when they would get 20 or 30 cars. There are 211 cars today. And it's great grounds for a car show. We've got trees and yard and asphalt. So it's a great venue.
Well, you got a beautiful day, and it's a beautiful event. We appreciate you stopping over.
Yeah, glad to talk with you.
Thank you. Next up,
I've got parts on here from all over Europe, Australia, New Zealand.
a truly international car. Next on Cruise In. Welcome back to the Green, Ohio Memorial Day Car Show on Cruise In. All right, first of all, Don, thank you for your service here on Memorial Day, and tell us a little bit about this car, because this is cool.
Well, this is a 1959 Austin Healey Sprite. It was the Mark I. This particular model was built from 1958 to 1960. It's called in England the Frog Eye, which you can see here, and you can see also looks like a frog in front. In the States, it's basically called the Bug Eye. But this car I bought in 2005. Total price was $75. It had been raced, put up for sale. An individual up in New York bought it, completely parted it out. I mean, every part that was available to pull off the car and sell. Then he put the body, the shell basically, on eBay. Nobody bought it. I called him, asked him what he would take for it. He told me, I want it out of here, come up and make me an offer and it's yours. So I borrowed a trailer, headed up to Avon, New York, and drug it back home. Drug it, there was no wheels. Put it in the driveway, and my wife says, oh my God. I continued till 2011. I finally got it on the road. Everything done was done by myself, from the body work, the painting, the interior, rebuilding the engine, all the hydraulics. I've got parts on here from all over Europe, Australia, New Zealand. It was a British car, and just about anywhere that the British were, these cars were. They were a throwaway car, unfortunately. They only cost like $1,500 new, and they were not a good winter car whatsoever. They had no traction. They rusted very badly, and out of approximately 54,000 were made from 1958 to 1960. There is just a hair over 2,000 that are currently licensed today worldwide.
Had you put anything like this together before?
Never. You say I rebuilt the engine. The only engine I'd ever rebuilt before was a 1.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton on our old lawnmower when I was about 12 years old. Every nut bolt, I remember numerous days laying on my back underneath this thing, freezing to death. beaten on a busted off bolt that, you know, you had to take an easy out to. A lot of frustration, a lot of times I virtually quit, never did, kept going, and here it is today, but still it's nowhere near done. You're always going to be working on something like this, and it's a drive-a-day, work-a-day vehicle, although we do put some trip miles on it.
Now your wife, when you brought it home, said, "Oh my God," what does she say now about it?
She likes it, but she would much rather have a, what's the Pontiac little sports car they came out with a few years ago here?
Oh, yeah, Solstice or something like that? Yeah, there you go.
She'd rather have one of them.
I bet you people love it in the parades, huh?
They really do. Most people have never seen one. Another thing, this is not a show car, it's a driver, and I have no problem at all with people that have kids letting them get in here, sit down, get a picture taken, and enjoy it.
I bet they love it too, it's their size.
That they do.
I gotta tell you, the best part about it is probably every time you're in traffic, you can whip in between lanes, no problem.
Oh, that you can.
All right, well, thank you so much for showing us your car today.
Sure thing.
Oh, there's only a couple cars left here, so we're going to take off. It was a great day here at the annual Memorial Day Car Show here in Greene, Ohio. Make sure you go check out a Cruisin' or Classic Car Show near you, see some great cars, and until next time on Cruisin', we'll see ya.